Characters who got what they deserved in the final episodes of Happiness. 1. Oh Yeon-ok, complete mental decline. Oh Yeon-ok, Bae-hae-sun, has been steadily deteriorating since the murder of her husband and unknowingly teams up with the very guy that did it. Upon discovering that Andrew, Lee Yo-sung, was a serial killer wanted by the police, she and Oh Yo-hyung, Baek-yoon-jin, team up to use Andrew to get rid of their common enemies. The plan? To have Andrew force the couple to turn on emergency power, then kill them so that the rest of the residents, really just Yo-hyung and Yeon-ok, can steal their food. She assumes that everyone else will just go along with this because they need the supplies. When that fails, and everything falls apart, she goes completely insane, begging all who will listen to vote for her as apartment representative. She attempts one last-ditch effort to make Yi-yoon kill everyone for unknown reasons, and just cackles away. The last we see of her and Yo-hyung is in a courtroom, where she seems to have recovered some measure of composure or sanity. Hopefully, she can be cell block representative in jail. 2. Oh Yo-hyung, even the virus doesn't want him. Woo Sang-hee, Moon Yi-won, finally locates Yo-hyung's banking passcode, tattooed on him? And not even in a place he can see? The man's an idiot. Unfortunately it's in doctor script, so she whacks him unconscious and enlists a frightened lawyer Kooks, Park Hyung-soo, help. Realizing he's been betrayed, Yo-hyung swallows several of the next pills upon gaining consciousness in an effort to get revenge. But even the virus doesn't want him, and despite his best efforts, running around and biting lawyer he isn't infected. He hopes he is though, and even keeps the injured cleaner couple around as a box lunch in the event that he turns. But the couple turns the tables on him, booting him out of his own home and dressing up in his valuables. His last attempt at getting to Yi-yoon fails miserably as Se-bom successfully emasculates him, hopefully permanently. Who knows what this man will get up to in jail, but one thing's for sure, Yo-hyung will always find a way to survive. 3. Lawyer Kook and Woo Sang-hee, you deserve each other. Lawyer Kook realizes too late that Sang-hee's only true love is money. His callous disregard for Se-bom's and Yi-yoon's lives and his complicity in getting Kim Yong-kook, Lee Jun-hyuk, shot disgusts his wife Shin So-yoon, Yong-woon's son. She joins Se-bom and Yi-yoon and leaves the building, ignoring his numerous texts and calls, begging her to take him back. He gives up and decides to go with Sang-hee and partake in Yo-hyung's money, only to discover that their ill-gotten gains have been devalued overnight in a stock market crash. That's the way the market tumbles, folks. 4. Andrew, a bite and a bullet. For the most dangerous villain in the show, Andrew was quite underutilized. It would have been quite compelling to have this show take the form of a murder mystery in a lockdown apartment much sooner. But late is better than never, and Andrew manages to make himself dislikable enough that it's a delight to watch Yi-yoon take him down. First, Yi-yoon fools him by going into an adjacent building and heading back to building 101 via the connecting rooftop doors. And then there's probably the best moment in the whole show in terms of sheer vengeance when Yi-yoon gives in and does what we all wished would happen. That he dies by Yi-yoon's bullet, seemed to really want to have a near-death scare, which came at the expense of having Andrew leave. 5. Han Tae-sok wriggles his way out of everything. Upon leaving the complex, Se-bom discovers that martial law was lifted a while ago and that Tae-sok was simply keeping the apartment residents in a pressure cooker for reasons that are never explained. Why this apartment? Were other apartment buildings similarly closed off as well? Tae-sok had Se-bom and knew she had the antibodies. Keeping her in a dangerous environment compared to how safe it was outside makes no sense, especially for a smart character like him. But let's go with it. After all, the mildly disgusted look he gave the walkie-talkie when Yeon-ok started blabbing into it was pure gold. Personality-wise, Tae-sok remains consistent. He was always prepared to sacrifice the world for his wife, and that doesn't change. Se-bom understands to some extent because she would do the same for Yi-yoon. He injects his wife with the second to last batch of the cure, and Sebom injects Seo-yoon's mother with the last of the cure. Regardless of what happens to the rest of the world, characters who would doom the world if it meant saving the people they love have always been framed as villains. However, happiness flips that to posit them as people, merely preserving those precious to them. And that it's nothing wrong to do so. Go enjoy your happy ending, Tae Sok. 6. Na Yoon-kyung and Na Soo-min, a well-deserved rescue. Na Yoon-kyung, Park Hee-bon, was one of the few residents objecting to Yeon-ok and Yo Hyung's plan of using Andrew, and she always died for it too. She has always been one of the kindest residents, offering food to everyone. So it makes sense that she wouldn't shun Yi-yoon, especially since he and Sebom were kind to her and her infected brother. It's nice to see that of all the people our couple was kind to, there are some who are willing to return the favor. And if there's anyone who would have done it, it's Yoon-kyung, so that's a win for consistent storytelling. And the best part? Her brother apparently has antibodies. 7. Lieutenant Lee Ji-soo, hopefully a promotion. Lee Ji-soo, Park Hyo-hee, is officially adorable. Not only does she not turn Sebom in, but she even willingly gets punched in the face to make it look realistic. She goes as far as to lie to her superior that Sebom is attempting to flee the country, much to Tae-sok's amusement. Someone give her a promotion. It's not certain as to what happens to her after all this, but hopefully she has gotten her own slice of happiness. 8. Sebom and Yi-yoon, newlywed bliss. What's so touching about Sebom and Yi-yoon's love story has to be how quiet it is. It's very slow burn, and frankly, hopefully more dramas decide to attempt something like this because it's lovely and far more powerful for not throwing the spotlight on it. Sebom finally finds that Yi-yoon has been infected but immediately refuses to let Yi-yoon go. She's adamant that she'll be able to save him with her antibodies, when he physically locks himself away from her on that rooftop so as to hold off Andrew. The physical pain on her face is so well done. As is her despair upon finding herself away from their home. He curls up on the couch below their first picture together and thinks of her. Sebom hasn't cried once, no matter what Building 101's residents have hurled at her. So it's painful to witness her weeping at the thought that her husband could be gone. Even Tae-sok, who thought that this was a contract marriage, is surprised but immediately understands how she must feel. And thus, happiness ends. This show was pretty satisfying. The show's overall message seems to be that we're all fighting for our sliver of happiness in a world that doesn't always make sense. For Yi-yoon and Sebom, that was each other. The show's overall message seems to be that we're all fighting for our sliver of happiness in a world that doesn't always make sense. For Yi-yoon and Sebom, that was each other. In the end, the show posited that some happinesses are more rewarding than others and that the best parts of human nature will always find a way to triumph. And that is always comforting to hear. There's been too much blood, doom, and fear. It's about time for a ray of light to break over the horizon. Right? Thank you for following. We hope to be at your best. Please support and subscribe.